how to have an opinion, how to disagree with someone else's opinion, how to make an intervention, how to jump in and cut the conversation.
So some of it is business culture as well.
Yeah, it's straight up. So training people on how to do that is an element. So we have to train them on how to do these things. So we're doing both preparing people to go overseas, but also people who are here. And we're training them in certain skill sets beyond, just English. Well, look, English is one element, but there's a lot more needed than just English. And this is what I think companies recognize. Now, some Japanese companies are spending a fortune. They're shipping their young people off to their foreign branches for a year. That's a huge amount of money.
Yeah.
But they want to internationalize them and get them up to speed in English. And they're prepared to spend that sort of money. Others can't afford to spend that sort of money, so they're trying to do it here or before they go. So it varies. In some cases, because we're around the globe, we can take the training that's developed in Japan and replicate that same training in Thai, in Indonesian, in Chinese, in Korean, wherever it might be, throughout the world, in French, in Finnish, whatever it is. And companies find that a big advantage. They can design training in Japan and then export that training for their organization all around the world and know that the same consistency of delivery is going to be there, with the same content that's agreed to and developed jointly, and they're going to get an immediate lift globally at the same time instead of all over the place. That's a big advantage too. So we're doing that for a lot of companies where we're taking the centrally developed training in Japan and taking it global.
But when you do that, and let's say it's developed in Japan with you, and then it's for their staff in Indonesia, Thailand, and Korea. It's being taught by Dale Carnegie trainers in Indonesia, Thailand,
so
and
Dale
Korea.
Carnegie Indonesia, Dale Carnegie Thailand, Dale Carnegie Korea.
It's not just the material, but it's also the trainers.
Yeah, they are local trainers, expert in their particular countries, in their languages. But the IP, the intellectual property, the content is common. So a delegation unit, how to do delegation properly, is exactly the same in every country, but taught differently based on culture and language in those countries. But the basic content, exactly the same. So here's the structure, here's the things, here's the coaching. So that's a big advantage for companies, and they really are appreciating that, and they're using it.
Well, if someone wants to find out more about Dale Carnegie training and apply it to their company, what's their next step? Well,
contact me. greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. That's my email address. You can find me on LinkedIn. I've got nearly 500 articles on LinkedIn. You can find my address there. You can just give us a call here in our office in Tokyo, or our website is www.japan.dalecarnegie.com. Find us there. You can have a look on our website. We've got a lot of stuff, free stuff there. Look us up because, we'll tell you. If we can't help, we'll tell you straight up and say, well, that's not us. We can't do that. We don't waste anybody's time. If we've got the solution for you, we'll explain it to you. And then it's up to you what you do about it. But if we can help you, we'll try and help you.
I should also mention that you write a lot. You publish a lot on LinkedIn. So if people are interested in just getting more advice like you shared today, that's a great place to go. Yeah,
well, I'm putting out advertorial content in all the major chamber magazines, like ACCJ Journal, Acumen Journal. I'm doing I'm doing Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn posts every day. I post Japanese and I post English separately. I'm doing 3 podcasts a week, one on leadership, one on sales, and one on presentation skills. Leadership in Japan, leadership for Japan, sales for Japan, presentation skills for Japan. So it's Japan-oriented. I'm doing that, and this is all free. This is out there, so if people want to get access to that, I'm saying you've got 500 articles on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. I've got nearly 200 podcasts on leadership, up to number 23 on sales and presentation skills for Japan. There's a lot of information there, and it's all free. So if people like to take advantage of that, subscribe and see if it helps. I mean, if you don't think it's useful, fine, but I think you'll find it's useful because I'm writing for the foreign staff member, boss in Japan, dealing in the Japanese reality. That's my ideal consumer of my content. That's what I'm writing for, and I'm basing it on my own experience. I'm basing it on my clients' experiences, I'm basing it on the Dale Carnegie IP, intellectual property, that we have and all the things we cover. So it's a mixture of those things.
Excellent. Well, Greg, thanks again for all your time today. I really appreciate it.